Dr. Amy Sapola, Director of Pharmacy with an F at the Chef's Garden, and today we're going to make a really super easy Palak Paneer. So paneer really is a type of cheese, and I've already taken some time to brown the paneer. In this recipe, if you're vegan or dairy-free, you can also use tofu, and it makes a fine substitute. So you can just brown it up in a little bit of coconut oil first and set that aside. You won't need it right now. Next, we're going to focus on the spinach part. And this time of year, we have the most beautiful root spinach. It has that nice crunch to it and has a beautiful green color. So this is really what makes this dish just so awesome. Some recipes you'll see for Palak Paneer actually call for like boiling the spinach ahead of time or steaming it. In this recipe, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it raw. What's wonderful about this is it's really quick, really easy, doesn't even require trimming. I do recommend though washing the spinach first because our soil is sandy and loamy and you want to make sure you get all of that sand off. So give it a good rinse and then it's ready to go. So first I'm just going to pack these into my blender. And you want to use just about a pound of spinach. And I'm going to turn it on just really low, just to kind of chop it up. So just a very, very rough chop. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut up our garlic. And I'm going to do this ahead of time so that it has time for the allicin to get activated. So our garlic is kind of unique in that it doesn't have any sort of skin on it, so you don't have to peel it. The other thing I love about it is you can use the roots. You can also use the green stems. All of it tastes like garlic and it's delicious. So I just kind of fold this up. I'm going to chop it just rough. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw the tops and the shoots right into my blender. And then the actual bulbs of garlic, or cloves of garlic, I guess, I'm going to, again, just roughly chop. All right, so now it's time to toast our spices and get our onion cooked. So here I have about one medium-sized onion. I'm going to go ahead and add about a tablespoon of olive oil, or you can use coconut oil, either way, to a skillet and just cook this till it's translucent. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in our garlic now that our onions are translucent. And we'll just lightly toast that up, but we don't want it to get too toasty and have an off flavor. And then I have ginger that I've microplaned here. So I'll go ahead and add that. I have garam masala, about 2 teaspoons of that, and 1 teaspoon of cumin seed powder. Whole cumin seeds are a great option as well, and you can definitely use those in place of cumin seed powder if you have them. And then I have about a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne and a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And certainly the cayenne adjusts to your preference. If you don't like spicy, you can totally leave that out. So now I'm just going to toast my spices along with my onion. They become so fragrant and they look beautiful from the turmeric. I'm going to transfer this into the Vitamix very carefully so that I don't burn myself, hopefully. All right, great. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring this together a little bit of a faster speed. All right, so I'm going to add this right back into the pan that we sauteed our onions in. So I switched this to a smaller pan and it is ready to go. It is such a beautiful green color. I don't know if you can tell. It's just vibrant spring. So delicious. So now I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of cashew cream. And I make cashew cream just by taking soaked cashews in a 1-to-1 ratio. So like 1 cup of soaked cashews to 1 cup of water in a high-speed blender. and blend it till it's really nice and evenly mixed. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. You could also just use coconut milk or heavy cream. And then I have about 1¼ teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna add that in. And then a couple grinds of black pepper, whatever you like. It's really to your taste. Now go ahead and mix that all together. And then once it's evenly mixed, you can add the paneer. And the nice thing is this part is really just bringing it to temperature. So you don't have to cook it for a long time. The longer you cook it, the more it will lose its bright green color. So I usually just cook it a couple minutes just to get it nice and warm. So then I'm just gonna put in my paneer cubes. And with that, it's pretty much done. Once you're to temperature, you're ready to serve. I like to make flatbread with this, so I will make like an oat flatbread, just using 1½ cups of soaked oats and 1 cup of water. And you blend it in the high-speed blender, add a pinch of salt, and then pour it almost like you would a crepe. Let it cook on both sides, and you have a beautiful flatbread to serve along with your paneer. So this pairs really well with tortillas or flatbread or naan if you have it. And it's wonderful for dipping. This is a great meal shared with family, and it's so flavorful and warm and nourishing. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen at home today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Chef's Garden, and you can check out this recipe and many more on farmerjonesfarm.com.